always it starts with Google Drive, right? So I have to I'm going to create a new spreadsheet.
Okay. Oh, a spreadsheet.
Oh, spreadsheet's always the answer. I love spreadsheets. And so then I'm going to call this, let's say this is assignment number 12. Oops.
Okay.
Number 12, group,
Okay.
right? So then I've just got group 1.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know if you know this trick where if you highlight 2 numbers on the computer, you can pull down. So let's say I've got 4 kids each. I mean, it's probably faster just to do this. So I got my groups, and then I put their names. You know, here's Alice, Nancy, Paul, John,
George and Ringo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? So then I just close it. Done. So back in classroom, I'm going to hit new. I'm going to create an assignment. And this is number 12, group project.
Yes.
And I'm going to go to Google Drive. Here's my groups. So now, and that students can view. So now they know which group to be in. Like, I'm not going to tell them. They just click on that link, and that's what group they're in. So that makes it way easier to do groups. Because I don't know about you, but when I do this, I'm afraid they're like, what group was I? And I'm like, yeah, I don't remember. Okay, so that solves that problem. And so then the next thing I want to do is I want to create a Google Slides. So new slides. And then I'm going to just let it be blank. I don't want to do any work.
Right.
So I just go here, entitle presentation, and it's number 012, group 1.
Group 1. Oh.
Okay. So then I file and I make a copy.
Oh.
Right. File, make a copy, and I now have group 2.
Oh.
And I haven't done anything to this. I just let it be blank. Right. And then I'm going to file, make a copy.
Group 3.
Call that group 3. Okay. Super.
Okay.
All done. So, and then I'm just going to close those because all I have to do is make them. And there's no save button, so I just make them. Okay, so then back over here, I'm going to go back to Drive. And I can actually pick all of them. If I hold down Shift, I can get all of them at once.
All right.
So if you had a whole bunch of groups, so now they're there, and it says Group 1, Group 2, Group 3. And I'm going to change it from Can View to Can Edit.
Can Edit.
And I push Assign. So, I should type some directions in there. Let me edit this. Okay, click on the spreadsheet below to see what group you're in.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it.
And then click on the group document and add a slide and then put the rest of your directions of what they're supposed to put on the slide. When you are done, click on Open and mark as done. So there's a couple of ways that they could do this. So you could just, the slides are there, and you just open up, like, here's the group. And you're like, okay, well, how do I know who did what? So one of the things you could say instead is, when you're done, turn in the links to the slides you worked on. So if I'm a student, let's switch to student view. So I'll show you what the student would do. Switch person. I'm going to open up my fake student. Wrong class. This one. So I'm student in here.
Yes.
Open it up. I'm in group 2. Great. So I click on group 2. Let it load. It's running off of my phone, so it's a little slow. Okay. And I'm going to add a slide. And they can add it however. I usually like to do blank or just like when it's just like a text box. Come on, load for me. Let's try and load all these other ones too. Close these.
You want me to put you on the Wi-Fi? No.
Yes, but not right this second. Okay, so I'm going to add a slide. Here is something I did. And then let's just make a few more that other group members did. So I'm just going to, number 2. And then we're back at Krista. Okay, so Krista did 2 and 4.
Okay.
So what she would do, wait, they're on the iPad. Okay, if you're on the computer, you can turn in this link. And so when they go, they click on Open, and they click on Add, and they add the link to that slide. So she did 2, and then she did 4. So copy. There was an error adding the link. Will it not let me add the link because I'm not the owner? File. Make a copy. I'm about to be upset about this. Copy. Link. No, that's not why. Why wouldn't it let me add this link? Okay, so I'm the owner of this document. And I copy the link. Add link.
Can you do that with an iPad?
That's that.
Oh, I love that error.
Yeah, I don't know why is it doing that. But what if I add a different link? Add link. Okay, it's not letting me add links. Send feedback. I am trying to add links to this assignment, and the links will not add. It says there is an error. So let's pretend that the link worked. So they would link to the one that they did. So how do we do this on the iPad? So on the iPad, I would probably have them write their name on the slides they did,
Okay.
and then they don't have to do anything because then you would just click on the group 2 and you'd look at group 2's and they have their name. They just put a text box on the slide. I would have the student, when they turn it in, oh, this is going to drive me bonkers. When the student turns it in, I would have them then put a comment. I did slides 2 and 4. And then they mark it as done.
Okay.
Let me see if it'll let me add other things. And submit. Add. Google Drive. Turn in. It will not let you turn in stuff you don't own. Otherwise, they could just turn in the collaborative one that they were doing. Okay, let me do that. It just wouldn't let me turn in the link. So something's screwy with links right now. I'm sure it'll be fixed. I'll report it. But anyway, so either just have them write a little note. I did these slides, but let me hit stop on my recording.
Thank you very